There have always been women in South African hip-hop from way back in the 80s when hip-hop first got into the country. Crews such as Yo City Girls from Cape Town had 8 members within it. South African hip-hop is moving millions across the continent, and it has found its own identity and keeps morphing as any growing thing should. We're seeing big brands investing thousands and even millions into the culture. Shifting to 2020, South African hip-hop is still growing with more females taking the right place in the culture. So as we celebrate Women's Month, we also celebrate the women and queens of hip-hop who have shaped our culture, our way of thinking, and society. First of its kind in the culture, Hip Hop 411 introduces the annual Hottest Females in South African Hip-Hop for 2020. My name is Fumi Fumes, and I'll be taking you from this year's number 10 to number 1 hottest South African female rapper in South Africa. Now come on, let's do this. And coming in at number 10, we got Dope St Jude. Catherine St Jude Pretorius, aka Dope St Jude, originates from Cape Town. After graduating in political sciences and founding South Africa's first drag king group, this feminist activist studied sound production and eventually released her first solo project 2 years ago entitled Reimagine. She defines herself as a poetess and has released her second EP, Resilient, ranging between pop and hip-hop. Recorded and produced in London by Pete Boxter Martin and Dante Johnson, this record sees Dope St Jude tackle her favorite issues with a sharp flow: social, racial, and sexual inequality. Don't trust the pictures in which she plays the bad boy. Dope St Jude may well be this committed and determined young woman, ready to relay the words of the voiceless communities. She also is this radiant person whose only smile could abolish all the divisions that are still spoiling and plaguing South Africa right now. After having a fire performance at Mama Festival, she also graced the stages of every color. She grew up in post-apartheid South Africa. Her songs are a vehicle for her experiences, and in a world oversaturated with discourse around identity politics, she manages to imbue her work with a radical newness that is rare in today's music industry. She has steadily kept her eyes transfixed towards the future, imagining alternative narratives for marginalized groups of people. Most people explore racial oppression in hip-hop, but why don't we explore gender or queerness, she previously stated in an interview. Creating lanes where there previously were none, her drag king troupe, Bros Before Hoes, is the first documented in South Africa and wreaking havoc on stage from one show to the next, using her elaborate antics as she takes the number 10 spot. And coming in at number 9, we got FiSi Cooper. Rifile Bongotlo Mweketsi, known professionally as FiSi Cooper, is a South African recording artist. FiSi Cooper started a music career as an R&B singer before her musical versatility saw her release her breakthrough rap single Chachela Morajo in 2010. In 2015, she released her award-winning debut studio album 20 FiSi. In February, FiSi spoke out about leaving Ambitious Entertainment, telling Drum her decision was due to financial problems and not personal issues. The rapper went on to claim that while she worked really hard, she was not making any money under the label, adding that her relationship with CEO Josimao Mapelo was non-existent. Cooper, who is happy that the said chapter has been closed, is back in the game with the second album, Take Me Back. The 21-track album was officially released under her label Mo Cooper Records. Cooper is now able to work with all musicians she wanted to work with, like Zola 7, Nomuzi Mapena, and vocalist Tapsi. She says this time she is controlling everything from beats to producers. Cooper feels that her second offering is balanced and exposes her maturity as a songwriter and vocalist. And coming in at number 8, we have Kanyi Mavi. Kanyi is a Cape Town-based Xhosa lyricist, MC, wordsmith, and rapper. She entered the scene in 2002 rapping in local open mic sets. She has been mentored by the likes of Simpiwe Dana and Judith Sapuma. As lead vocalist with the multiracial Cape fusion group Black Southeaster, she successfully crossed ethno-cultural bridges, performing to unraptured audiences at blues and rock festivals throughout Southern Africa. Despite the success of a launch, Mavi still struggles to promote herself and even secure gigs. Mavi's debut album was entitled Intombi Sfikile, in homage to Mavi's grandmother, who single-handedly raised 11 children, 9 of whom were girls. In her latest song, Kanye Mavi is whipped. Her love for the man who stole her heart is driving her to pay amalobola. A progressive move from Kanye, as that's normally the man's role in most African cultures. Kanye has been promising an EP for several years since the release of a single, Nganga, which was released in 2017, accompanied by visuals. The project, she stated, was supposed to be produced by Ted Krotuski, a producer from Sweden. He produced the single Andizenzi by Kanye, which she released in 2016. The project is 5 songs long and featured appearances from Black Les, Christia Spaza, Professor Sears, and Kanye's longtime producer and collaborator, Gosh. And coming in at number 7, we have D Koala. South African hip-hop superstar Ricky Rick did what Ricky does. He introduced D Koala, an up-and-coming rapper from Cape Town, towards the end of his set. A day after the performance, D Koala is holed up in a hotel room with fellow rapper Amilcar Maserati and their manager Daleta. She's lethargic, but she's present. She's having chicken and a black label Ngoot. Just like many before her, D started rapping in English. The 20-year-old MC started out as a poet in primary school. The magic moment came sometime in high school. On her decision to rap in her language, she says, I was like, I don't want to sound like everyone else. All my other friends who were rapping, what's gonna set me apart from them? I needed that thing that would set me apart from just being female. So I did that, and the rest is history. She has since recorded and released songs with other new age Cape Town hip hop artists and crews such as Nine Ether, Fluck, and Californication, Lura, and of course Amilcar, amongst others. She is also an Adidas ambassador, and while wearing those sneakers, D Koala is steadily climbing up the industry ladder. D Koala gives a snapshot of a character in a recently released debut album, For the Culture. In the project's 14 songs, the young rapper takes a listener to the streets of Cape Town's biggest township, Khayelitsha, also known as Culture, where she hails from. D Koala performs regularly in Joburg and always comes up in national hip-hop conversations, which is a rarity for Cape Town hip-hop artists. And coming in at number 6, we have Jugan Blackrock. Jugan Blackrock has quietly created herself a lane only she occupies locally. By sticking to an old school hip-hop sound, she's managed to move her music forward. There exists a force in local hip-hop that is seldom spoken about. When it is, the name of this force is highly regarded and perhaps revered. In a time of synthetic stanzas and uninspired production, artists with the proclivity for going against the grain hardly occupy the limelight. Artists of this nature seek not to dominate the charts and get features from mediocre rappers from the US. No, artists of this caliber seek to advance the sacred street art of spitting to a new plateau. Jugan says her work has been well received internationally. The reception worldwide has been amazing, including from non-hip-hop fans and non-English speakers. It really cements the fact that music is a universal language. Artists like Josiah and Nakane are celebrated vigorously overseas, but not so much locally, and Jugan agrees she falls into this grouping. There's a stronger appreciation for the arts in general there. The industry is bigger and independent. Artists fare much better. Folks are really big on hip-hop culture and lyricism. I guess it just works for my style. In 2018, her style elevated to the heights of Hollywood when she appeared on the acclaimed Black Panther soundtrack. She featured on a track called Ops with US rapper and West Coast representative Vince Staples, as well as Kendrick Lamar, who produced the entire album. The experience for her was something she could not have imagined before. Jugan has a style that older heads would gravitate towards, but perhaps the youngsters don't fully grasp what she's about. We know the state of hip-hop at home. Everyone knows what's going on. It's a tightly monitored industry and often feels like a popularity contest. I would love for more South African artists to break into the international scene. This would be great for our industry in terms of growth and finances, real freedom of expression, and for the arts in general. She is adamant that locally produced art can thrive internationally, and she hopes that would motivate the local industry to treat our artists better and increase the chances of lucrative gains. Jugan, one of those artists that your ears need time to tune into, almost like the first time you heard Future. Not that the two are anything alike. She occupies the opening slot on this record, but things really get going on the popular House of Ravens. Her grasp of the pen is in many respects unrivaled. Case in point, exhaling smoke through the chest. Smoke makes my eyes bleed the color of polluted sunsets. And coming in at number 5, we got Gigi Lamaine. Born Genesis Gabriela Tinamani, Gigi Lamayne is a 26-year-old South African award-winning extraordinaire who has taken the country by storm with her charismatic stage presence, versatility, and remarkably mature lyrical abilities. Rapper, singer, songwriter, and poet all describe this multifaceted artist. In an open mic interview from the comfort of her home, local rapper Gigi Lamayne spoke to SA Hip Hop Daily stating, "I'm excited about this cause I haven't been online for a while. We get to talk about really cool things, lots of up and coming projects," she said. "Initially, I wanted to learn how to record myself and I've managed to do that," she shared. "I'm trying to be this powerhouse that can do a lot of stuff on her own." She said she's tired of the conversations surrounding what female rappers wear and their downfalls that are unrelated to their music. She said things will never progress if inclusiveness is left out of the picture. The rapper also collaborated with Mbongeni Ngema on the remake of Freedom Is Coming Tomorrow, a song from the much-loved Sarafina soundtrack. "I'm repping such a minority already and I need to pull up," she said, speaking about how she's one of 2 female artists featured on the track. Gigi said she was shocked when the legendary songwriter asked her to work on the song as she used to listen to him growing up. "We put in a lot of work with the song and it's doing really well," she said while thanking everyone who worked on the project. The Gigi Gang Show 2020 debuts its first installment, Pink Views, on August 27 on all her digital platforms including Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Lamayne's entry into the digital space is due to the global pandemic. The Gigi Gang Show 2020 is aimed at engaging, educating, and entertaining young people in the comfort of their homes in an effort to encourage them to stay safe at home. The representation of young people has grown exponentially in the digital space during these trying times, and Pink Views steers towards expanding on this inevitable change by offering a series of performances from industry A-listers and undiscovered artists, appearances from fan favorites, masterclasses, as well as provocative webinar discussions from industry experts centered around the expansion of women and LGBTQI+ communities within the music and entertainment space. The line is all-inclusive and celebrates bodies of all shapes, sizes, and genders. La Jordan will premiere exclusively at the Gigi Gang Show 2020 and will be available for online purchase afterwards. To tune in to the Gigi Gang Show 2020 Pink Views edition, follow these hashtags: hashtag Gigi Gang Show 2020, hashtag Pink Views, and follow Gigi Lamayne's socials at Gigi Lamayne. Holla. And coming in at number 4, we've got Boity. Boitumelo Tulo, popularly known as Boity, is a South African television personality, rapper, actress, businesswoman, and model. The Bakai hitmaker has kept a low profile with the love life since her public split from fellow rapper Casper Nyovest many years ago. She is one of the hottest personalities in the country and is breaking out as a hip-hop star. After impressing the industry with the breakout singles Was That and Bakai, multi-talented media personality and rapper Boity Tulo re-announced herself as the queen of the rap game with the self-assured single Own Your Throne. Proudly proclaiming a comfort in the rap game, Boity keeps hitting higher bars with every single that she releases. This greatly keeps her fans on their toes as they expect nothing but the best, and this queen never disappoints. The new Def Jam Africa signee echoes what everyone needs to hear from this single while fighting this global pandemic, and that is, hard times never last. We are definitely in for a stupendous journey with this queen who owns a throne. Boity and Reason have released their highly anticipated gospel track Satanuwile, and people are delighted. Fans knew that the track would be a banger when they were treated to a sneak peek last month. Social media users have suggested that thanks to Boity, Reason will have his first hit single ever. What's up? And coming in at number 3, we got Mosey. Nomuzi Mabena, famously known as Mosey, is a South African rapper and television presenter. Mabena is a well-known host, fashion icon, and TV personality from Johannesburg. In 2014, she was nominated for the Glamour magazine's Women of the Year award by its readers. She grew up in Rainfield, Benoni, a small suburb in the East Rand of Johannesburg. She was raised by her parents and also has an older sister. Nomuzi's first big break came in the form of a VJ job. After the independent release of her debut album Victory, the multi-talented Mosey is back with the brand new single to get her fans going. After debuting the song on the Light Unlocks YouTube platform, hosted by world-renowned hip-hop head Sway Calloway, they have taken to social media to share their excitement for the new music. The single, appropriately titled I'm a Star, was produced by highly respected SA hip-hop artist and producer Zuki Cock Dope. In October 2017, she released her debut mixtape named Versus. The mixtape was supported by 3 singles, which are Recipe, Getting Cash, and Bam Bam, featuring Gemini Major. Nomuzi is in a relationship with Sbuda Rock. They began dating while they were both working for Cash Time Life. She previously dated South African actor Thomas Gumete. As of 2018, she returned as a presenter revival for the Vuzu Amp flagship show V Entertainment alongside Somizi Mhlongo. On the 7th of September 2018, she released her first debut album, Victory. The album is supported by its lead single, Fatela, featuring Kid X. Her Victory won the Best Female at the SA Hip Hop Awards in the past year. She laughed all the way to the bank. Mosey has shared the stage with American rappers Meek Mill and Post Malone. She has also worked with Light Unlocks and is in bed with a series of 30-minute live stream sessions, a jam-packed digital experience with American hip-hop aficionado Sway Calloway, and unique performances by award-winning hip-hop artist Nasty C, as well as herself, Mosey. Cash Time Life, a music and entertainment company, took a chance on Mosey and signed her despite not having any prior musical experience. From a business perspective, we just felt like there's a gap in the industry and we need more females to be active and to be more visible as far as the hip-hop fraternity is concerned. Her Cash Time Life debut with the feature on Kid X's 7, Mosey followed this up as the main vocalist on her collab for DJ Speedster's Don't Panic. And coming in at number 2, we got Rouge. Deco Barbara Jessica Wedi, professionally known as Rouge, is a new school rapper, hip-hop artist, and author from Pretoria, South Africa. Rouge, a first-generation South African of Congolese heritage, was born and raised in Pretoria. She always dreamt of becoming a performer and started singing at the age of 6, songwriting at the age of 12, and rapping at the age of 19. In December 2014, Rouge released a debut single entitled Party to critical acclaim as it reached the #1 spot on the highly popular 5FM hip-hop show, The Stir Up. It also garnered attention on Yaruna FM in Botswana, which saw the single being placed on high rotation on various radio stations across Africa. The song was also later playlisted on the popular South African soap Rhythm City. Rouge was also featured on rapper AKA's Baddest Remix alongside FiSi Cooper, Mosey, and Gigi Lamaine, a song they also performed at the prestigious Metro FM Awards in February 2016. In 2017, she dropped The New Era Sessions. The New Era Sessions is a great listen and succeeded on so many levels. It was a strong idea backed by a technically flawless performance and has tons of replay value. It's amazing as a debut and a sign that things are better to come. As Shebangwa Noah encourages us, we'll be keeping a lookout for bigger things from Rouge. Her album was also a finalist at the Sabre Awards Best African Public Relations Campaign of the Year at the 2nd Annual African Sabre Awards ceremony. She is also the first rapper in recent history to be nominated for a South African Film and Television Awards for a mini movie entitled New Era Sessions, category TV Non-Fiction. By the way, she also won the award. Rouge said it cost just under 300,000 rand to complete, which premiered on MTV Base and stars Atandwa Kani as well as the likes of Denise Zimba. It also saw Rouge convincingly play the lead. In March 14, 2019, she signed a record deal with Sony Music Africa, which saw her release 2 singles this far. She's been nominated for the South African Music Award for Newcomer of the Year, South African Music Award for Best Hip Hop Album. She also won Best Female at the South African Hip Hop Awards in 2017 for the New Era Session. And coming in at number 1, we got Nadia Nakai. Nakai was born in South Africa on 18 May 1990. Her father South African and her mother Zimbabwean. She studied marketing, communication, and media studies at Monash University, Johannesburg. Nadia Nakai's career officially began after Nazizi mentored her in Kenya. It was then that she decided to start rapping professionally. She was the first female rapper to win ETV's Shizney's Mixtape 101 competition. This was quite a record at the time and is one of her many career highlights. In September 2013, Nadia released her first single, Like Me, under Sid Records. She was then featured on Amantombazani remix and worked with Ice Prince on Sakawena after she performed at the Channel O Music Video Awards. In the period between 2013 and 2018, she has continued to create hit singles. In 2018, Nadia got the rare opportunity to rap for Sway Calloway, who has worked with big acts on the continent such as Nasty C and Casper Nyovest. Nadia had been selected to be a red carpet host for MTV Africa Awards that were held in Bilbao, Spain. The Nadia Nakai album is set to drop in 2019 after she broke yet another record by being the first female rapper in Mzansi to perform at South by Southwest. Nadia released 2 more songs under the label before signing with Casper Nyovest's Family Tree. Casper helped Nadia drop her biggest hit to date, Nah Mean, in 2017. She has collaborated with artists such as Ricky Rick, Gemini Major, and Ice Prince. 6 years after releasing her first single, Nadia finally dropped the highly anticipated album Nadia Naked in June 2019. The offering features some of the biggest names in Africa, including Kulishana, YC, Lady Zamar, Tejo, Sayo, and of course Casper Nyovest. The latest Nadia Nakai car, bought in 2017, is an Audi A3, which the rapper flaunted on her social media. Nadia Nakai music can be found on her YouTube page, where the artist shares her music and fresh content for her fans. The Nadia Nakai YouTube page has 8,462 subscribers, with its highest performing video being Nah Mean featuring Casper Nyovest at 1.2 million views as of April 2019. While some publications claim Nadia Nakai's net worth is around 11.8 million rand, it's unclear how much the star is worth. But between her rap career, her work as a social media influencer, and several endorsement deals including Reebok and Red Bat, Nadia is worth a pretty penny. She's also a voiceover artist and TV presenter. Nadia hosted the 2018 MTV Europe Music Awards Red Carpet. She's also co-host on Yo MTV Raps Africa. Well, there you have it, the hottest SA female rappers in the country. Right again, just a recap from number 10 to 1. On number 10, we got Dope St Jude. Number 9, FiSi Cooper. Number 8, Kanyi Mavi. Number 7, Koala. Number 6, Jugan Blackrock. Number 5, Gigi Lamaine. Number 4, Boity. Number 3, Mosey. Number 2, Rouge. And number 1, Nadia Nakai. Hope you enjoyed this countdown. I'm Fumi Fumes, your many-faced god. See you again in 2021 for the hottest SA female rappers countdown. Thanks to all the publications and journalists who helped me to compile this list. Hip Hop 411 signing out. Peace.